So we said before how poorly trained naturopaths are before, bringing up the fact that they can't pass tests and that they're basically really, when it comes to medicine, they don't know anything. Now, one of the things that their naturopath, the ND supporters, have come to me and said, and other NDs I have seen claim as well, is that they are just as well trained, or better trained, shall we say, than a family practitioner or an MD. Well, let's take a look at some of these numbers, shall we? I'll leave a link down below to what I'm reading off, but this is the degrees requirement and time to completion for an MD versus an ND. So we start off with an undergraduate degree. Both need a standard 4-year BA, BS. No problem. However, we know that certainly BSR, that's not the case. Entrance exam. This is America. I can't remember. You have to do one for the UK, but I can't remember what it's called. It's called an MCAT, or the Medical College Admissions Test. There's none for a naturopath. School, 4 years. School, 4 years. Residency, required, or shall we say, pretty much mandatory for an MD. An ND, on the other hand, it's entirely optional. At that point, a naturopath can just go out into the world and start practicing if they wanted. So then you get residency completion time. So let's say, just for the sake of argument, the naturopath got his residency. So an MD takes 3 years to complete his residency. A naturopath only does it for a year. So if that still hasn't convinced you, let's take a look at another breakdown, which is the medical professional school versus the residency / postgraduate hours for completion. So these are the lecture hours for preclinical years. A family physician does another 270 hours, 2,700 hours. A naturopath has 1,500 hours. That's a difference of 1,200 hours. Those are just lectures. So the study hours, preclinical years still, a family physician has 3,000. A naturopath has 1,665 hours. That is a difference of 1,335 hours. That's still a big difference. Now, these are the combined hours for clinical years. And these are combined together. So for clinical years, a family physician will have over 6,000 hours worth of training. And that's clinical and lecture hours. A naturopath will have over 2,600 hours. That is a difference of 3,400 hours. And yet these guys are better trained. Remember, I'm constantly told by people and naturopaths that they are better trained than doctors. Residency hours. Now, these vary a bit, but the residency hours for a family physician is between 9,000 and 10,000 hours. A naturopath is 535 between 1,000 and 35. That makes a difference if you take the top numbers between. So the difference between the top numbers is 8,965 hours between a family physician and a naturopath. Again, the MDs, more training involved. So the total hours, then, if you add that all together, these are the top numbers for a family physician versus a naturopath. So total hours trained will be 21,700 hours for a family physician. A naturopath will have 6,485 hours. That is a difference, total difference is 15,215 hours. That is a colossal difference. So the next time someone says, oh, but naturopaths are better trained, just show them this chart, because they are not. Basically, they are nowhere close to doing the hours of lectures, studies, clinical training, residency hours, anywhere close to an actual MD, a family practitioner. Nowhere close.